A-wun. You are now tuned in to Loud Silence. Bow.
How did I fall into hip hop? When I was young, man, my mom used to always play 102 Jams. That's a radio station down in Orlando. And I fell in love with it. Started playing instruments in middle school, got into high school, got caught up with some of my friends, and it just evolved from really freestyling, and it was just a story from there, really. It was really a rap. As far as it being pre-established, it didn't really get established till like I was in high school. That's when I really started taking the craft serious. So I think that's when everything popped off, you know what I'm saying? First CD I bought, that's definitely Ludacris, Word of Mouth. That was like in middle school. I was like in the 7th grade. I remember it. I got one of my cousins to go get it for me when I was younger. And back then my mom used to really trip about the content on the CD. And one day we was in the car just riding, and she popped it in, and that's a pretty crazy album. So what the first record sound like. But he's a dope artist, man. Ludacris, definitely a Southern classic, Southern legend, and he influences a lot of what I do today. But that CD was definitely the first CD that I copped, man. Crazy album, ridiculous album.
She will be gone, belong.
Woo! What sets me apart from other up-and-coming artists? Well, first and foremost, I'm from Orlando, and Orlando, as far as music, it doesn't really have a huge identity, especially as far as hip-hop is concerned. I think the last biggest group to actually come out of Orlando was Trill, and that was in the crunk era. So, me, man, I'm born and raised in Orlando, and really, I played instruments in school and started really raised up on hip-hop. And I feel like I have a unique story, not only because I'm a hybrid, but a lot of the things that influence me are different than today's artists. I'm a big Bob Dylan fan, and he does folk music. So it's just the things that influence me, the way I can portray life stories and my whole creative process, definitely I think are different than the other people around who are up and coming, even though there are some dope artists out there. What's hip hop to me? Hip hop, I feel like over time it's progressed, but to me hip hop is definitely it's a lifestyle. Back in the day, the whole hip hop scene was you had breakers, graffiti artists, MCs, DJs and things like that. But I think today hip hop is really when people, they make music and they have a respect for the art of rapping, and out of that respect, with what you do it out of respect of your craft, and you really try to be the best artist you can be as far as hip hop music is concerned. The writing process for my songs, it just really depends on what I feel like doing. Some songs, they're really concept driven, so I'll really find a concept, lock in on it, and really have a structured song. Really know what I want to do. As far as freestyle, I do have songs like that, but usually when I put a song together, it's pretty structured and organized, and I already know what I want to do with it before I just start setting it up. So I make sure I don't get no surprises or anything like that. But it just depends on the song, really. If it's just a fun joint, then it might be a freestyle, but if it's something that's more serious, I definitely would take a more structured approach with it. Ooh, that's a good question. I mess with a lot of different genres. I definitely listen to Bob Dylan. I get down with Bob Dylan. Daft Punk is dope. Crystal Castles. Shout out Crystal Castles. Definitely bump them. As far as rock, I mess with the Killers, the Strokes. The Strokes are dope. Portishead, Bjork. The list goes on and on and on. But if it's weird, I'll probably listen to it though. Definitely that. top 5 MCs. No particular order, right? Oh. Off the bat, I want to say Kanye West. Ridiculous. He a musical genius. Like, he's definitely on my list. Big Kanye fan. Andre 3 Stacks. Andre 3000, one of the greatest rappers in the South, period. Ludacris, another like Southern legend. He's real dope. I'm gonna hit you with this one. One Below from Binary Star. He's like this underground rapper from this group, but he's definitely one of the top MCs I've heard ever. And then Mos Def, definitely Mos Def. Mos Def, dope artist, dope rhymes, like creative. So those are like top five MCs of all time. That's my list right there, man.
Like I said before, it's your boy A-wun. Get at me on Twitter, man. It's a wrap. Loud silence. We out of here. Bow.